Have you ever wondered what it's like to work in the fashion industry? To make it as an artist, the hustle behind launching your own label, pursuing a career in music or any other creative industry? Halfstack has been pursuing these stories in print form for the last 4 years. This fall, we're bringing the inside story to YouTube. We connected with some of Chicago's most iconic creatives to hear their stories and share their journeys with you. We take you behind the scenes and offer candid, personal conversations with people pursuing their dreams. It's not as glamorous as the media would like you to think. We are sharing the raw reality behind making it. In this episode of Making It, we're introducing you to the Apparel Agency. The Apparel Agency is a full-service development and production management agency. They work to bring success to apparel brands worldwide through their comprehensive plans and private labeling. Located in the heart of America's Midwest, the Apparel Agency is based in Chicago and has a fully equipped team of industry professionals, creative and technical designers, pattern makers, sample makers, and access to production facilities to aid in the development and the manufacturing of apparel, accessories, and so much more. We visited the Apparel Agency over the span of a few months to learn more about the process behind launching a clothing label. They let us get a behind-the-scenes glimpse of what they work through with clients. In this first episode, we learned all about Discover. This is the first step in their creative process when working with brands to launch a label. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can keep up with the next episodes of Making It, where we feature the next steps in the Apparel Agency's creative process. These include explore, plan, and build. We will also be visiting the design studio of Chicago designer Anna Hovitt and checking out the creative collective Maybe Sunday. So stay tuned.
So the first step of discovery is in most businesses and primarily most agency settings. So we have such a variety of clients, especially being that we cater to small businesses or startups. So what we have to do is understand and define an end goal. Because development is driven by an end result. Prototypes, salesman samples, full launch, production run. We really have to understand what is that end goal, what is the size, the scope of their business, their intentions for sales and their market launch. And then we have to back out timelines, back out resources, back out pricing and costing and almost develop it conceptually and strategize the development path before we even begin.
Yeah, it definitely started with the inquiry process, I feel. We were getting a lot of inquiries for athletic wear and athleisure, and it really spun some ideas on our end that we could develop this wholesale line that can cater to these types of clients who maybe can't develop right now or just need some product available to screen print on or be able to sell as their own. And then that kind of spawned the whole idea to bring in some trend forward athletic and athleisure pieces so that we could just sell them outright versus having to go through that development process for each person looking for an athletic line.
And the unique part about our private label is that it's fully customizable. So the solutions that are layered within the actual line that you see or the collections that you see are limitless. So you can buy it as is and you can embellish it, screen print it. Our tagline is put your label on it. But then you can also engage with us on our custom development services and tweak it even further. Maybe put in a special color palette or fabrication or expand on the design details. And that's what I love about it, because you don't find that with existing distributors or blanks lines. You kind of get what you get and cut their label out of it and put your spin on it from a very topical place. We wanted to promote our ability to customize if they want to, and also just simply run production on a turnkey basis. The other thing about it too is that we're not limited. We're not taking any position in athletic or athleisure. That's just where we started. So you'll see swimwear, children's, men's shirting. we're currently in the process of running restaurant aprons, chefware. We can develop anything, being that we have the foundation of a development agency.
I think the main reason is because we just saw a lot of potential in there. There's a void in the market for the type of designs that we're doing and fabricated the way we're doing it in specialty materials. And as Nicole and Bruce said, there wasn't anything in the market that offers clients this type of accessibility to a line of this caliber, where they can buy it as is or they can customize it. And that's really why we launched it. And we started off with athleisure and like yoga sportswear, because that's what we find is the hottest trending position in the marketplace now. But we're going to continually grow it and change it and evolve it.
Concepts, whatever that may be. Is it sketches? Is it Google images? Retail examples that they've bought at a store? Any type of fabrication or material inputs. Maybe they have a shirt that they already really love this material, but they want to see what they can expand with it. Bringing as many examples as possible really can direct us to bring all the options to the table that are available within that market. And then kind of helping them just work through different options that they may not know of. But having that initial sample or sketch or retail image really helps guide us to what is currently available that we could show to them.
That, and I would say also an idea of the direction that they want to take their line in. Oftentimes, and we offer a fair amount of consultative services even before discovery, where we're helping people understand how big do they start, what type of budget might they need. If you don't know, it might be nice to just get an hour or two of consultation and say, this is what I feel I can handle. Knowing your role, this is a multifaceted industry. A brand has more than one position, and oftentimes our clients will wear several hats, but what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, and where will you fill in those weaknesses? Who will you be to the company, and where do you have to hire out or fill in order to keep it going? So I think a lot of that, once they go through inquiry phase where they've defined the concept and then they enter into planning phase, I look to draw that information out of them. What does this look like to you, this new business? How is it running? And then it helps us understand how to build it, not to promise the sun, the stars, and the moon, which we can do, but maybe for now we're just, we have something within reach and we can build a great plan for them to get started. I would say first and foremost, we are a high-level pool of resources. So we're not just freelance individuals with a focus on pattern making specifically or limited access to the industry. We work with all markets, all products, worldwide. So we have this unique collective of knowledge. Some of us are from small business and domestic manufacturing backgrounds. Some of us are from corporate and overseas production backgrounds, fabrication and technology. So we're very well-rounded. So that consulting, although we don't go out and say we're a consulting firm, we're very execution-driven. That is something that we kind of have a lot to offer in that area. Other than that, we really focus ourselves around our core services, which is what you need to get factory ready. There's a break. So between designer and factory, there's this space in between where you really have to do it the right way to get the results that oftentimes our designers are dreaming of. They're in their mind, they see Alice and Olivia, but they don't know what it took to go from that dream to the factory floor and get the results that are on the retail floor. So we really pride ourselves on the fact that we have industry standard tools, templates, staffing, knowledge, resources, and software, and we implement all of that into our projects, whether they're small or large.
have many different markets.
Hundreds.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
obviously athletic and athleisure is a huge one right now. We have a lot of inquiries and companies that we work with for that. Different types of tennis wear,
Restaurants, entertainment,
Swimwear.
swimwear, menswear, bridal.
women's ready to wear, suiting, anything like that.
We cover pretty much all markets, even plush, accessories, handbags, shoes, belts, pets. So like dog coats and jackets and anything that can be cut and sewn.
Right.
We can get you to the factory.
Everything's on our website, so if you went to theapparelagency.com, you can view all of our plans and services and then be able to contact us through the web. We also have Facebook at Apparel Agency. Our Twitter is also under Apparel Agency. And then we have Maker's Row, which is always a great tool that some of our prospects come to us through, which we're also under the Apparel Agency for any looking up purposes. And Instagram now, yeah.